What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. You know, I had my own moment of homage and remembrance to Aretha Franklin. Um, I didn't need to do a video about that. I didn't do. Excuse me. I did not need to do a video about that. Um, Plus, I'm sure everybody on the planet Earth was doing a video about it, especially numbers seekers, people that aren't here for any value of anything. So there was no need for me. And that was enough. I mean, I didn't watch the service. I just didn't feel like I needed to. I was surprised and shocked, really, because in my mind, this was kept kind of hush. Because I was happy that Riri had lost the weight and all of that. And I just, I was surprised, really. I was surprised. I guess now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm really kind of still shocked about it, quite frankly. You know? But alas, she's gone, We've lost all of our greats. We don't have very many left. We still got Smokey and Stevie and Barry. Various group members, Temptations and things like that are still out there. But it's getting harder and harder to point to really big icons of ours, And to me, these new ones don't matter. For all the love and respect I have for Beyonce, there are no male singers that are going to be what Teddy Pendergrass was, or what Marvin Gaye was, and all these. We just don't have that caliber now. And some of that is by design. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. What provoked me to this is because I talk so much about the Nation of Islam and how they are not Muslims. And I still stand by that because they're still they're still not Muslims. They're still not Muslims. You can check with me in a couple of hours. Still not. Check back with me. Check back. 3 days later, we just wanted to see. Nope, still not. Still not. We're still holding, so they're not. And I've laid out my reason why they are not Muslim. We're careful with that as Muslims in Islam. Even if you see a Muslim cracked out that you was praying next to, and all of a sudden you see them strung out, you're like, oh, subhanallah. You still can't say they're not Muslim. You not to do that. Because they have said, La ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu an Muhammadan Rasulullah. In fact, in my own city, there's a brother. It's very difficult for me to even talk about this, but I don't remember what country he's from, but it doesn't matter because he's westernized. But I used to pray next to this brother. I used to eat off of his plate at Ramadan. He is eating off of my plate. And wallahi, I was at the laundromat one day, and it was just starting to get ugly, like it was going to storm. It was already kind of cold out. I feel like I was wearing one of my hoodies. And there's a back entrance to the laundromat, and I was back there. And there's a dumpster just across from the entrance, and I watched him crawl into that dumpster. And he was unrecognizable. And before I closed down my business many years ago, years before I did, for some reason I would always see him at the gas station I would go to on my way to my store. And he would come up he was still lucid and coherent and everything then. Brother, do you have anything you could give me? And I would give him money, But I mention him now because that brother is still a Muslim. He's still a Muslim. And I remember that day that I saw that, I came home and I called my sister in New York. And I just was unconsolable. And I was like, I prayed next to this brother. I know him. And it was too much. It was too much. And there's complexities there because I see his mother at the mosque. And even before all of this, years back, I sensed that there was some kind of animosity between them. I just thought maybe she was like the crazy Pakistani mother. I feel like they're Pakistani. I just feel like she was the crazy Pakistani mother. I mean that in a loving way, kind of like the crazy Latina mama. They're just loud and crazy, but they're loving and giving, and they just want the best for their children. So anyway, but he is a Muslim, and so why I say these people are not Muslim is because they deny the word of Allah. That you can't do that. You can be strung out on crack or whatever, but you cannot deny the word of Allah. That Allah does not accept when you know better. And they commit the highest crime of shirk by equating equals with Allah. The very foundation of Islam is its monotheism, the oneness, the tawheed of Allah. One. Kul hu ahad. Damn it. Astaghfirullah. Kul hu ahad. I can't even say it. Anyways, He is Allah, the one and only, self-subsisting, eternal. Kul hu Allahu ahad. Allahu samad. Anyway, they believe that a white devil dude named Farad Muhammad was God come as a man. I can't even say that without making a astaghfirullah. When we say that, we're asking Allah to forgive us for even hearing it. Like, just forgive me for even hearing that and certainly saying it. Like, please don't hold that against me. Like, astaghfirullah. Like, forgive me for even hearing it or saying it. Like, I can't, But all that said, I love Lous Farrakhan. And I have great respect for the Nation of Islam. And those two things are not mutually exclusive, I feel like that he's not the only non-Muslim that I love. So what? And he is honorable. I've said this many times, and it will be a very, very sad day when we lose him. A very sad day. And I don't know that they have anybody ready to take over for him. And that won't really matter because he's irreplaceable. He is a unique entity. A unique entity. He's just so unique. I don't know anybody else that would speak like him. And he's a very learned man. Highly intelligent. Wow, like I have the greatest respect for him. Wallahi, I do. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want my voice to be one of those who defends him and his honor. So this is a principal issue for me. You see? The only thing needed for evil men to succeed is for good men to sit and do nothing. I am not a stand along the roadside type of dude. I am an action type of human being. And I know when the time is right to do what is right. And righteousness is always my first step in life with everything that I do and say. So I saw a photograph earlier today. I don't know, probably I was signing in from one email to another email, and the MSN page comes up, and there was this picture, and I saw him. And I go, oh, Farrakhan was there, alhamdulillah. But I wasn't going to click on it because I just wasn't, I knew that the coverage of this Aretha Franklin passing was going to be just like over the top and too much. And a lot of it is just the media trying to milk it for ratings. You know, I'm sure their advertising cost, their price that they charge for advertising went up the moment they heard she died. Somebody changed the price, you know, to run ads on their shit. You know, that's how television works. So, and then I saw something, because you can't get away from it, some of it, so you're going to see some images. And so I saw one thing where it was Ariana Grande, and I thought, why is she there? She's too young to be there giving any tribute, and she's not an African. You know, is there a tribute for her to give some other time? We can look at that. This wasn't it. So her presence there let me know that there was a white hand over all of this. And this picture on your screen even testifies to that. That's Faith Goddammit Hill. The bitch hasn't had a hit since I don't know when. Why is she there? Why is she there? And she fits the age requirement to be there. And I know that I think she was a part of the Divas Live that Aretha Franklin was a part of many years ago, because it was Celine Dion, it was Shania Twain, it was Gloria Estefan, it was Mariah Carey, Carole King. It escapes me now, but I don't remember if Faith Hill was part of that particular one. And I feel like Aretha might have been some kind of friend with her or something. I still don't like it, but at least I can almost begin to justify her, but not goddammit Ariana goddammit Grande. You see, I can't. And there was some dust up that she was groved and her dress was too short, and I'm over it. And she looks like just like a Disney character, like, you don't need to be here, little girl. Sit in a pew in the back and we'll get to you. You see, I can't. But you have these high elitist ass black folks, and anything goes. You see, this is why one of the many thousands of reasons why I so desperately wanted the Black Independence Liberation League. You know, because one of the things is to call out motherfuckers, put pressure on, make life very uncomfortable for them. You're not going to be black and be famous, and you don't have no responsibility to us. Those days are over. And we will see to it. You see. But I have nothing but cowards around me. So I'm the only warrior. And you can't fight a war alone. So you go away and you find something else to do. But I digress. So I was like, oh, alhamdulillah, Lous Farrakhan was there. You know, and I was over it. And then just now I was looking through, because I'm sourcing videos for another video that I'm producing. And not the one that I'm releasing next, but the one after that. Alright. By the way, the next video is an emotional piece. I'm not going to set it up. Just it's an emotional piece. It's very important, and everybody needs to watch it. Anyway, so I was sourcing videos, and then I saw something to the right where somebody was saying, what was something about Farrakhan and the Aretha Franklin thing, and then I saw another one that said, why didn't Farrakhan speak? So that caught my eye. So I didn't watch those. I just immediately went to Google and typed in, why didn't Farrakhan speak at Aretha Franklin's funeral? And I pulled up 3 pieces. This is the first one that I'm sharing. And I picked this one first because here they go with the anti-Semitic bullshit. Anti-Semite. Lous Farrakhan spotted in front row at Aretha Franklin's funeral. Well, damn it, he should have been there. I've heard Aretha Franklin mention his name with my own ears. Allahu Alam. And so, damn it, he should have been there. Because Bill Clinton was there. Oh, there's the photo, huh? Oh, there it is. And he's responsible for the highest jump in incarceration of African men in this country in the history of this damn country since post so-called we were released from slavery. There he is. Not to mention his alleged incident in the White House. You see what I'm saying? Which I don't really give a shit about. God damn it. If Hillary's bitch ass didn't care, I don't either. Then you have Jesse Jackson, who at the very least knew more than he's ever shared about the Dr. King assassination. We know that he put his hands in Dr. King's blood and wiped it on his shirt to make it seem like he was there when he wasn't on the balcony when Dr. King was shot. He was not. And he tried to make it seem like it. He came out after the fact. And it was Ralph Abernathy that was holding Dr. King in his arms. And he put his hands in the blood and rubbed it on his shirt, trying to make it seem like it was more than what it was. So he's questionable. Then Al Sharpton, who is a magic act, and Tweety Bird all at the fucking same time. Because he was the same shit they're saying about Farrakhan, and right here in this title is the same shit they were saying about Al Sharpton back in the late, like mid to late 80s, early 1990s. You know, because he had the Tawana Brawley scandal where there was this black girl who allegedly had been kidnapped and raped by white supremacists and had feces written on her and this and the third. And there's some evidence that it didn't even happen, that he had orchestrated the whole thing, but he was also a fat Fila suit wearing, Adidas wearing, processed blowout curl having, gold chain wearing, dookie chain at that. And it was just like, that can't be the same dude that now has a fucking show on MSNBC. It just can't. So he is a magic act. Do you understand what I'm saying? The bitch is a puff of smoke. I said it. He's a puff of smoke. Damn it. And so Farrakhan is the only saint standing up there. Oh, he has something to do with the death of Malcolm X. Set your ass down. No evidence of that. And I think he's deliberately used coy language just to keep himself, you know, because I know Farrakhan, and I know that he's a very good wordsmith, and he does things for trickery. He's very crafty. Please understand that. He's very crafty. Oh my God. But that's it. He is the rose really standing up there. And I have to defend him. And before I even read it, this anti-Semitic bullshit, let me clear this up for my people. Zionists, not Jews. Zionists are the only ones that ever scream this anti-Semitic bullshit. Fuck them and the fat bitch that gave birth to them, that greasy fat bitch. Do you understand me? Because they don't have a leg to stand on. They're not Jews. They're not recognized by the Semitic Jewish community, the Orthodox Jewish community. The Orthodox Jewish community is against Israel. They're against Zionism. They protest them. Some of them lost their lives fighting against Zionism. These are not the people that scream anti-Semitism. Jews don't do that. Because they are so much like the Muslim. They are our cousin. We call them our cousin. They call us their cousin. And many of them recognize the Quran now as the purified Torah. You understand? And are accepting that as their book over the Torah. So these are Zionist, white devil-ass fucking people that would write this headline and say this about this man. Period. It's like Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, the president of the Islamic Republic of Iran. They claim he's anti-Semitic, but yet we have video of Orthodox Jews kissing him the way Muslims kiss each other and bringing him gifts and celebrating him, and they just love him to death. So where's the anti-Semitism at, huh? It doesn't fucking exist. Do you understand what I'm telling you? This is what they call you when they want you to be villainized. You remember they even did this to Michael Jackson when he did They Don't Care About Us. He was clearly using a metaphor. He wasn't talking about nobody but himself when he said, kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me. You see, he's talking about all the things you could do to a person in hate, in racism, in bigotry, in prejudice, in just evil. And he's saying, don't do this shit to me. You know, they knew that. And they tried to make it a firestorm, and it fell flat and it failed because Michael's image and his character had been solidified with hundreds of millions of people across every corner of this earth. That didn't work. Damn it, he's a child molester. Then they had an all-white devil jury in an all-white devil-ass county that said, not guilty, bitches, on all your list of accounts. What was it, like 11 or 13 accounts or something? So this is their tactic that they use. But more of the world is waking up because there's more sympathy for the Muslims in Palestine. And people are against this state of Israel bullshit. And just their day is coming to an end, you know. But still they try. Anti-Semite Lous Farrakhan spotted in the front row at Aretha Franklin's funeral. Lous Farrakhan, the anti-Semitic leader of the Nation of Islam. Managed to snag, like he ran in last minute and snagged it. Not that he was on the fucking guest list. No, managed to snag everybody a front row seat at Aretha Franklin's funeral on Friday. So he just appeared in a puff of smoke, apparently. But this is the shit they eat up. Nobody's gonna read this like this. Wow. And this is what comes out of black people when they say, I mean, I'm cool with Farrakhan, but it's just some things I don't agree with. And I always confront them and say, what the fuck don't you agree with? Like, tell me something. They never can name a goddamn thing. Because there's nothing to fucking disagree with this man on, especially if you're not a Muslim. Sat your ass down, you Christian bitch. I'm getting worked up, goddammit. Anyways, a live broadcast of the Queen of Soul's funeral shows Farrakhan seated in the same row with Reverend Al Sharpton, Reverend Jesse Jackson, and President fucking whatever. By the way, you know, I'm a Muslim, and I don't know anybody else on the earth, and I know over my life I've known thousands of Muslims. I never ran across nobody with the name Farrakhan. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it comes from. No idea. Farrakhan. I don't know, dude. And I know if I ask the white heifer, she's just going to tell me, the leader of the Nation of Islam. Wait, watch the bitch. Definition of the word Farrakhan.
According to Wikipedia, Elijah Muhammad then replaced his ex with the holy name Farrakhan, an Arabic name meaning the criterion.
The criterion. Elijah Muhammad then replaced his ex. Replaced Louis. He was Louis. Damn, what was Farrakhan's name? I don't remember it. Louis. Damn. I don't remember. Replaced his ex with the holy name of Farrakhan, an Arabic name meaning the criterion. Well, I just asked you, bitch, what was the name of Farrakhan? And you gave me all this bullshit. Why didn't you say criterion? Whore. So I'm saying, white heifer always got to go down and around the corner, and instead of just telling you what you asked, you see what I'm saying? They got to tell you their whole life. Let me ask the heifer one more time. Define Farrakhan. Same shit.
According to Wikipedia, Elijah Muhammad then replaced his ex with the
But you know what? That proves my point.
an Arabic name meaning the criterion.
Because the fact that it's not just coming up as a general,
That all musicians in the North have
shut up, bitch.
the Nation of Islam.
She'll never shut up till she's done. I gotta find a way to shut her ass up. You shut up when you talk when I tell you to talk, heifer, and you shut up when I tell you to shut up. Understand that. truth. Anyway, I am worked up, y'all. I am worked up. I shouldn't be doing this video right now. But let me say this. The fact that it didn't just come with a general definition, and each time keeps something with just him, like I don't know nobody else with that name. And I have heard thousands of Arabic names in my life. My own name is Arabic, first and last. You feel me? So whatever. Anyway, Farrakhan is a black nationalist. No, Farrakhan is a black man who gives a fuck about his people, is what he is. He actually gives a fuck. Who has called for an end to white men. Well, I call for that. And repeatedly gone on angry rants against Jewish people. No, he's gone on rants against fucking Zionists. Which we make no distinction between white men and Jewish people in this context. Because we're not talking about Jews, we're talking about Zionists, which are just fake-ass white people. Period, the end. Trying to have something to be a victim of. You feel me? Like, you're not a victim of shit. Sat your ass down. Some of you think that this is a quote, some of you think that I'm just somebody who's got something out for the Jewish people. You're stupid. Do you think I would waste my time if I did not think it was important for you to know Satan? My job is to pull the cover off of Satan so that he will never deceive you and the people of the world again, Farrakhan said in 2011. Absolutely. You see, and they tried to say it when he said the Jews are bloodsuckers. Well, he was talking about the fucking people that come into, that's for anybody, that the Arab, the goddamn it Indian, the Korean, the fucking Chinese, any of these bitches that come into our community, they set up their shit, and you take your black ass in there and do the goddamn business with them, and they don't give you shit back. That's a bloodsucker, because we send all their kids to school, we buy all their houses, we buy all their fucking cars, we do it all. We add their extension to their home and all the bullshit, and they don't give a goddamn thing back. That is a bloodsucker. Someone who sucks from you and doesn't give you a shitty, doesn't give you a goddamn thing back. Period. In 2015, he asserted, quote, white people deserve to die, and they know. So they think it's us coming to do it. That's true. They're paranoid because of all the evil they've done, not just to us, but to everybody on the earth. But especially us. And they know that if they were us, they would be coming for us. So that guilt is why they must have their guns, and they want their country back, and thank God Trump is in office. And you see, the paranoia, because they know what should be happening. You see, he's just telling it. Farrakhan has also spoken positively about Adolf Hitler and blamed Jews for a September 11th terrorist attack. Well, I will say this. As a Muslim, Hitler was very kind to the Muslims. What you don't know is Islamic history. And what you don't know is that Jews owe quite a bit of gratitude to Muslims, particularly African Muslims, who fought alongside them as allies in World War I. Do you understand? There's a grand mosque built in Europe. I believe it's in... Is it in London? Damn it. Let me tell y'all. The Grand Mosque of London.
The Grand Mosque around London, sure.
I didn't say plural, you whore. White people. I can't. Anyways, I think it's London. Let me click on this. London Grand Mosque. I'll know it when I see it. That don't look like it. Anyway, this mosque was built in recognition of these African fighters who helped these Jews who otherwise would have died, and they also fought in battle in World War I. many of them losing their lives. But why the Grand Mosque becomes important is because they hid a lot of them there. They hid them in the walls. They hid them in closets. They did everything. They would blink the lights when the Nazi soldiers were coming to search or something like that. They fed them. They gave them their food. I mean, my God, you understand what I'm saying? But like I say, Hitler was cool with the Muslims. Like, he didn't trip at all. You understand? And if we told German soldiers these are Muslims, and they would give them credentials to say that they were Muslim, and they would also teach them mannerisms and customs of Muslims so that they could act like Muslims, so that they would not. So then they would pass, and they would just go, "Oh, they're Muslim. Let them go. They're good." There was even a very famous singer. He was like the equivalent of today's Justin Bieber, but he was a Jewish dude. And they had received word they were coming for his ass. The Muslims helped him, homie. And when the Nazis came and like, "We come here for your bitch ass," he was able to convince them that he was Muslim, and he was left alone. And many years later, he wrote, thank yous and acknowledgement to Muslims. You just don't know Islamic history. You understand what I'm saying? Muslims have been at the forefront of civilization, homie. Civilization. That's just a little piece. I could sit here for 6 hours and tell you nothing but goddamn Islamic history shit that will blow your ears right off the side of your head. Do you understand me? So there is a history between Muslims and Jews that is close and sacred and tangible. You understand? And they know it. We're not talking about these Zionist people that live in goddamn it Israel, because that's against their faith. They're not to have an Israeli state. And as one rabbi put it, even if there's a barren piece of land that nobody's laying claim to, they're not allowed to have their own shit according to their religious tenets, the Torah. Period. Done. Done. And I have my own personal story. Back when I had my retail store, I went to meet a supplier that had some really fantastic women's shoes that I wanted to buy for my store. And when I spoke to them on the phone, I'm sure I must have said my name. I probably just said my business name. Whatever. I show up. Boom. I'm dressed a certain way, but I have on this chain that I wear. It's actually a dog tag that a Muslim brother of mine made for me. It says my name on the back, and on the front it has the Arabic calligraphy that says Allah. And so I get there and we're doing it, and he sees and he goes, "You are Muslim." They're Jews. They're Orthodox Jews. These two little roly-poly men, very kind. And they quoted me one price on the phone. When I got there and they realized I was Muslim, that price went down exponentially, homie. Exponentially. This was a shoe I was going to probably resale at probably anywhere from $45 to $55 resale. They were quoting me a $16 per unit per pair price on the phone. I got there, your boy ended up paying $4 a pair. Don't mess with me. You understand? Real Jews in communities across this country where we are a majority. If we don't have our own halal markets, we go to the Jews. Same with them. If they don't have theirs, they come to ours. Because what? Our diets are the same. We're the only people submitting to the diet that Allah has prescribed for mankind. Nobody else on the planet can make the claim. You understand? So there is a real bond and a recognition between the Orthodox Jew, the one who follows the faith and the religion, and the Muslim. Not these Zionist ass people. Those are the ones that run your Hollywood and all of that. You see what I'm saying? Yes, Jews do have business, but you will see a big difference in Orthodox Jewish business and the other bullshit. You understand? Orthodox Jews are going to have markets and things like that. Zionist nightclubs and other shit that's just like forbidden and unholy. You feel me? That's what they do. But the Orthodox Jew, like I say, they are our cousin. They are our cousin. As I've told you, there's a long history of Jews and Muslims protecting each other, literally with our lives. Understand that. Period. When I see an Orthodox Jew, I know that's my brother. Period. And not just because I say so, but because Allah has said so. You understand? So they can all bite ass because they're ignorant, uneducated people who don't know anything about anything, and they're only concerned about their white supremacy, and that's it. One more. Now, I guess this one is supposed to scare the pants off of Bill Clinton, who's not going to run for anything anymore in history. But trust me, any Democrat that runs for anything, they will be looking for any ties that he has to Clinton, and their headline will be so-and-so supported by Clinton, who is cozied up with Farrakhan. You see? Because he's supposed to be such a pariah. I'm over it. But you notice they don't go near him. They talk shit through their press and their newspapers. They don't go near him. Because he's always talking about, we don't have no guns. We don't have no gun. Look, the FOI is armed to the teeth. Trust and believe. And they probably got some high-tech military shit, guns that are so fucking small, but they shoot like a goddamn cannon. Don't fuck with them. Don't. At the very least, they're willing to lose their life for this man. Period. At the end. You can be FOI, but you don't get to that level of detail where you're actually guarding Farrakhan unless you're ready to lose your life. Period. Because he's a high target. You understand what I'm telling you? So he can say, we don't have no guns. You see? But goddamn it. Anyway. Plus, if they do something to Farrakhan, the nation will kirk off. Because once they saw him draw a million black men to the National Mall for that first Million Man March, and they could just do their own math and realize everybody out there ain't no Nation of Islam. Because they ain't even a million people in the Nation of Islam. Understand that. Then suddenly Christian pastors who didn't want to have shit to do with them were calling them saying, can I speak at the last minute? And here they bitch ass come when they want to have anything to do with them. I'm over it. Fake ass Christian people. The worst amongst us. Former President Bill Clinton was seated in the front row. Now he was seated, but Farrakhan somehow snagged a seat. See, but Clinton was seated, you see. Was seated in the front row of singer Aretha Franklin's funeral Friday with controversial Nation of Islam leader Lous Farrakhan. Farrakhan has headed the Nation of Islam religious group since 1975 and has been a controversial leader because of anti-Semitic and anti-white comments. Listen, if you live in this country as an African person and you're aware of your damn history and your current situation, of course you're fucking anti-white, because who the fuck is killing you every goddamn day and plotting to incarcerate your bitch ass and doing everything else? Are you serious? They hate motherfuckers that's oceans away that ain't doing shit to them. And I'm not supposed to hate the motherfucker that's right here next door to me? Are you serious? What movie is that from? I'd like to rent it. What they supposed to say? He's supposed to love whites? Is that what they... Come on, because that's the opposite of that. No African person, man, woman, or goddamn unborn child is under any obligation to love fucking white people. Period. The end. That's the truth. And what's good for the goose? They're under no obligation to love our ass, and they clearly don't. So let's be clear about that. He made controversial remarks this year during a Savior's Day 2018 address in which he claimed, quote, the powerful Jews are my enemy, and white folks are going down. Oh my God. Over the summer, Representative Keith Ellison, Democrat of Minnesota, was criticized for meeting a few times with Farrakhan after Ellison said he has no relationship with him. Listen, you see how that Farrakhan is a strong leader, Muslim or not, goddammit. And you see how they try and wall you off? Every black person, if they don't even know Farrakhan, should be pledging allegiance to this man just to fucking piss their bitch asses off. Period. Just mention his name when it's not even the topic of conversation. Just like OJ. Yo, I have a like I don't even fucking go to McDonald's. I haven't been to McDonald's in many years. But you up there ordering your Big Mac. Let me have a Big Mac, OJ, Farrakhan. Let me have fries. I think I'll supersize it. Farrakhan, OJ, just. Damn it. Anyway, in January, it was revealed that Farrakhan was photographed in 2005 with Senator Barack Obama by photojournalist Akia Muhammad. Muhammad confessed that the Congressional Black Caucus requested the photo be hidden so as not to undermine Obama's chances for becoming president. And that whore-ass bitch that couldn't win president because she's the biggest fucking liar that ever walked on the planet Earth tried to, in one of their debates, she brought up Farrakhan. And Barack goes, I've rejected him. And then she goes, well, I think that, rejecting is not enough. I think you have to renounce a person. And with her bitch ass, she's going to meet a very terrible end. Watch what I'm telling you, because that's how the universe works. Watch. And she's got too many enemies out there. Too many. And then Barack goes, well, if I kind of feel like they're the same thing, but if they're not, then I'll be happy to renounce and reject. Like, oh my God, they try and use that. That's a dog whistle to white ass people, because the black people shouldn't really give a fuck. But you have these scragglers out there that they don't know how. The master ain't told me how to feel on this, so I don't know. We got to be in a position to deal with our own. Clinton and Farrakhan were also pictured at Farrakhan's funeral. At Franklin's funeral. My God. Astaghfirullah, I don't want to speak that out there. Were pictured at Franklin's funeral on stage together, along with the fucking Tweety Bird, Puff of Smoke, and Reverend Jesse Jackson. Clinton spoke at the funeral and remembered her courage. She lived with courage, Clinton said in his remarks, not without fear, and shut up, bitch, and I'm over you. Franklin was awarded the national. Okay, Franklin passed away. Okay, fine. Let us move on. One more. And I deliberately saved this one for last, because the Daily Mail just, it's from Britain, and they just usually tend to have more stuff. You feel like, look, you see what I'm saying? Just already. They're already giving me the life that I need. You feel me? Just his views on Jewish. Okay, those are just always a header in bullets. Okay, his views on Jews, gays, immigrants. Again, gays are always being put up there. You don't get no fucking special treatment for what you eat or who you sleep with. I'm consistent. Well, I'm vegan. Oh, quick, we have to have special rights for you, because if anybody says anything about vegans, we have to make sure we mention that, because it's just not right, and I'm over it. His views on Jews, gays, and immigrants shows a total lack of respect. RESPCT. Fury as anti-Semitic Nation of Islam leader Lous Farrakhan has a front row seat with Bill fucking Clinton at Aretha Franklin's funeral. I'm over it. Wait, let's pull this in, because they do write kind of tight compared to some other publications, Nation of Islam leader Lous Farrakhan was seated on the stage at Aretha Franklin's memorial alongside, and there was one I'm not bringing you, but I just thought about it because of this picture. He was cropped out for some of the national photos. So you just have the puff of smoke, the fucking instigator and conspirator to Dr. King's murder, and the fucking adulterer and the incarcerator. There they are. Bon appetit, everybody. I can't. Wow. Anyway. Was seated alongside Bill Clinton, Reverend Jesse Jackson, and the puff of smoke. Photos and live stream videos show the controversial religious leader religious figure and black nationalist, front and center at the star-studded service honoring Franklin, who died age 76 from pancreatic cancer on August 6th. Man, if we could have got her some camel's milk, dude. At points during the 5-hour-long service, Reverend Sharpton appeared to be leaning away from Farrakhan and whispering to Jackson to his left, who is seated next to former President Clinton. Listen, these motherfuckers knew who was going to be there before they got there. Everybody there came with a goddamn security team. You understand what I'm saying? That you have to plan for these. You don't just invite, oh, we just like for you to come by. You have to plan for people like this to be there. And you have Bill Clinton, who's a former president, and they still get fucking Secret Service protection, plus he has private security. Come on. That place is dotted with fucking security. People that just don't even fucking belong. You probably got people sitting in the orchestra that aren't really playing instruments, like just in case and shit. And as far as Al Sharpton leaning away from him, he's a puff of smoke. He doesn't take up the full seat. Everybody else takes up their seat. He's a puff of smoke. The bitch is a puff of smoke. I said it. And they were just plotting and scheming. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's leaning over and they plotting. You know what I'm saying? And God bless Jesse Jackson, but dude, we need answers from you before your bitch has to go to the grave. We need shit from you. Because remember, when he was in Ferguson, we had the video of brothers riding up to his car on bikes saying, get your bitch ass up out of here. You ain't did shit. And you could see that it just hollowed him out. Farrakhan Farrakhan has defended Jesse Jackson. Defended him, saying what great things he has done and a lot of things that black people wouldn't be doing if it wasn't for him. I mean, he's been gracious. You see, where's their op-eds now that Al Sharpton and this bitch are going to take out in the newspaper saying, how dare you slander our brother? You see, how dare? Farrakhan detailed his long relationship with Franklin in a statement issued after her death earlier this month. In 1972, when I was minister in New York City, Temple Number 7, the police attacked our mosque. Within a few hours, Aretha Franklin came to the mosque, to my office, and said that she saw the news and came as quickly as she could to stand with us and offer us her support. You go, Queen. You go, Queen. That's why you get the title Queen. You feel me? Don't give me this Queen Bee shit. Beyonce will never do some shit like this. Put her image and her fucking coin on the line. No. Aretha's from that time when our people who were in high places of fame did shit. They did things. They were never in rooms for themselves. They were there to upset and challenge. You understand? And make a way for. The Queen of Soul comes rushing to you. Come on, dude. Yes, this brother is sitting up there. And of course, nobody's going to be sitting up there. The family hasn't approved. So the only people bitching about this are white people. That's it. That's it. And they run Twitter and everything else. So they made it seem like, oh, the online is no, bitch. Your ass started it. And the weak-minded, which is most of the American public, followed suit. Nobody's bitching about this, everybody. Except for white people. That's it. Nobody else. By the way, they shouldn't give a fuck because Aretha Franklin belonged to us. You can hear her songs and all that, but she wasn't yours. And by the way, she was singing to us at a time when she had to go in the back door of your fucking establishments and couldn't drink out your same fucking fountains. Don't fuck with us. Aretha Franklin was ours and always will be. Period. Done. I'm not reading shit else. I'm too worked up. I'm over it. I can't. I'll just scroll down so y'all can see the pictures. I ain't reading shit else. I'm over it. That was a benefit concert on Wednesday. And this is his right hand. This is his head of security right here. You don't ever see him nowhere without this brother. Right there. Don't see it. And this brother right here, definitely FOI. The earpiece, this brother here, Farrakhan is surrounded. Do you understand? Surrounded. I love this brother. I'm going to say until he goes to his grave, he's not a Muslim. And he knows it. And he knows he's playing games with his people on that. But maybe he's got a really good reason for that even. You know. And you know what? I should look at some of these damn tweets just to prove my damn point. The whole premise of this damn video. That the only people that are upset about this shit or talking shit are white people. Period. Nobody else gives a damn. You understand? Like I say, this is our queen, and they don't get to tell us who the fuck can be at our funeral. Period. Done. Kate was enjoying coverage of Aretha Franklin's funeral until I saw Lous Farrakhan seated prominently. Now that's enough, and now that's enough of that. Well, take your bitch ass on. Because why are you watching the funeral anyway? This is ours. You see. Newberger. I love Aretha Franklin, and this big tribute is wonderful to see. But Lous Farrakhan, again, another white person. Stop the video when I lie. His views on Jews, gays as if they're equal to Jews. Like if I was a Jew, I would be offended by that. Just the same as if they put blacks and Jews, which they do all the time, and that offends me. Because no gay person's struggle for who they sleep with is the same as dogs and water hoses and incarceration and lynchings and shit. Don't get me started. Put the shit in perspective and quit with all the emotionalizing. I'm not reading the rest of that bitch. I'm over it. Is that notorious anti-Semitic Lous Farrakhan? See? All white people. Just an American flag? Clearly a white person. Why was Lous Farrakhan at Aretha Franklin's funeral? Because your bitch ass didn't need to be there. Not only was he there, but he was sitting in the front row. But nothing to say about this inappropriate performance. But I like Ariana Grande's performance. But first of all, Ariana Grande didn't need to have her grande ass there. You see? This is what you're dealing with. Tom Bourne. Holy crap. Lous Farrakhan with Bill Clinton, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and Aretha Franklin service. Openly anti-Semitic black supremacist. Are you kidding me? White people. One sister. Lonnie. Oh, that's Lonnie. That's my girl from The Real. Only Aretha could get Bill Clinton, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton sitting with Lous Farrakhan. Hashtag Aretha homegoing. Thank you, Lonnie. Another white ass. It's a disgrace. I'm over it. I'm not reading shit. I've proven my point. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Like I say, I ride with this dude to the bitter end, bitches. I do. I do. I have great respect for this man because he deserves it. And we don't let white people tell us who is bad when their whole history is nothing but evil and demonic and genocide upon humanity. Do you understand what I'm saying? And these are the people that are going to tell you about somebody that's bad. This man has spoken words. They've killed millions, untold hundreds of millions of people. But they try to equate someone's statement with their evil actions. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Do you understand me? But this brother goes back. There he is standing with Malcolm X. You understand? Yeah, I will defend this brother till the very end. Period. Period. And I was at the Million Man March. Thank you very much. And I remember and I give thanks and love to all of our queens who lined Pennsylvania Avenue as we were coming down the street. They lined the sides of the street. They would give, I could cry at this. They gave us water. They gave us food. They gave us bags of lunches. These sisters. Allahu Akbar. Man. Black women, I love you so much. Damn it. Oh, damn. Yeah, I gotta end this video, y'all. Shit, I just thought about that, you know? Oh. Everybody that went there, y'all know it. Them sisters lined the street, gave us water, gave us food. They cheered us on. They supported us. While all of us was on our way into that damn National Mall for that march. Allahu Akbar. Don't you'll ever say shit about black women to me. It will fall on deaf ears and I might punch you in your fucking grill. This is the Jedi.